One of the challenges that I've had when it comes to money, and I believe a lot of people have that same issue, or at least struggling when it comes to their finances, learning about money, what it actually is, and how to change your mindset from doubt to divine. I'm Binahtiyah from Aware Multimedia. I create digital marketing content for spiritual entrepreneurs. Now, the concept of money isn't just money like the cash that we spend or the credit cards that we're using. And it's not just about numbers. It's also about the things that we associate with it. For example, I'm sure you've heard the expression, money doesn't grow on trees, or I don't have a money tree in my backyard. There is such a thing as a money tree, by the way. One of the things that I've learned how to do is to shift my understanding or my perspective when it comes to money. Just think of it this way. When you think about the vast universe and how there's that much, that means that the energy of money is the same, that there is so much of it. The only thing is you got to figure out what's blocking you from it and how you can remove that block so you can move forward. Shift your perspective to view money as an abundant energy and align it with your intentions. See yourself as attracting money, attracting customers, attracting that partner that you want. One of the things that I practice is I say thank you, and I'm just grateful for it. And even when I'm not having those energies come to me, I'm just simply grateful for learning the things that I'm learning about money and to understand it and to have just the gratitude towards it. One of the things that I don't see a lot of people talking about, well, maybe they do mention it, but it's just glossed over, is the doubts that you have. Say you want something and you are working on manifesting that, and there's a little voice in the back of your mind that says, oh, yeah, right, you're asking for too much. Those doubts, those negative thoughts that creep in, when they happen, you need to say something positive right away to clear, cancel, and delete that thought so that you can have a positive thought. Just the idea of you just being aware that that is what's happening is a great step towards letting go of the doubts that you have around money. Every morning is to say affirmations. Even though my affirmations were about grounding and, feeling successful and feeling good, being proud of myself, etc., I noticed that I didn't really have any affirmations about money. And I thought, wait a minute, I love money. And money loves me, right? I love money and money loves me. That's one of my mantras. And I realized that I wasn't practicing that on a daily basis. And I have to tell you, the first time that I wrote down mantras or affirmations about money, the first few times that I said it, there was a voice in my head that said, yeah, okay, right, I had this weird feeling, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It didn't sound right or it didn't feel right. But over time, as I've been practicing saying them over and over again every morning, it's becoming a lot easier for me and it flows better. My suggestion is to create an affirmation that resonates with you. Even if you aren't 100% sure about it, or the fact that you take the time to create it and then you repeat it on a daily basis until you feel comfortable with it and it doesn't seem all that strange anymore, that's when you know that, okay, this is good. But you can't just do it for a couple of days and expect it to be okay. You have to keep practicing it. Comment below if you have any affirmations that you're currently using that you find that is happening or that you find that is working for you. I'd love to hear it. The power of positive thinking. Yes, I know. Don't roll your eyes. I believe it's very important to have a positive outlook. And I have to say this because I have noticed that for me, my thoughts tend to go towards the negative. And I believe that has to do with, our prehistoric brain, where if you aren't paying attention to the negative stuff, you may not survive. So in today's day and age, it's kind of hard to, even though the danger isn't there, that's the first thing that our mind automatically goes to. And so what I'm doing is I'm practicing how to be more positive in my thoughts, especially when things aren't going right. Now, even though I might have that initial thought, my next thought is, well, maybe it's not as bad as it is, or maybe it isn't like that at all. Or even if it is, I'm going to be this way, or I'm going to accept it this way. Positive thinking isn't just a mindset. It's a powerful tool. Start paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings because they are part of it. Sometimes we think about things without really realizing it, or sometimes we feel things and not pay attention to them. Positive thinking helps shift your mindset from problems to solutions. thinking in a positive way. It helps you to cultivate a positive environment, business, and lifestyle. Understanding the law of attraction helps you align your thoughts. What are you thinking right now? What are you feeling right now? When you become aware of it, it will help when it comes to using the law of attraction. The law of attraction also helps you to focus on your intentions. What do you notice about your thoughts and your thinking and your feelings? What are you intending? That's one of the things that I understand about the law of attraction, and I'm putting it into practice. When you put it into practice, it actually works for you and not against you. The law of attraction has to do with your personal vibration. What vibe are you on? What is your frequency? What is it that you're thinking? What is it that you're feeling? What is it that you're doing? So if you want something, you can create it, you can manifest it, you can bring it into existence. However, your energy has to match it. That's the part that nobody tells you about. How would you feel if you received, $1 million? Do you know what that would feel like? Do you know what you would feel like? Those are the things that you have to investigate so that when you do think about those things, you get the excitement, your frequency rises, and your energy is at that level, and chances are it will happen. Mind you also have to match it in terms of where you are. So what does all of this have to do with creating content and having a successful business? Well, when you create content that aligns with your values and your actions and your intentions, it attracts like-minded customers. That's just as simple as it gets. However you are, whatever vibration that you're on, whatever energy that you're having, that is what you're going to experience. Most of the time when we self-sabotage, it's not really intentional. How many of you have done things that later on you're like, why did I do that? Or why didn't I do that? I know that I'm guilty of that because there's lots of times when my intentions are good. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I plan it till the umpteenth. And then when it's time, I just don't follow through all the way to the end. I know that I've done that lots of times. Most of the time when we self-sabotage, it's not really intentional. Our brain wants to keep us safe and it wants to keep us all nice and tidy. Especially when it comes to social media and when it comes to putting yourself out there. There's so many things that makes one uncomfortable because you'll be judged, you'll be criticized, people aren't gonna like you. I'm sure every one of us has that. I know I have it. One of the things that I'm learning how to do is to reframe, especially when I'm saying things to myself that doesn't motivate me towards completing my goals, or it doesn't motivate me to move towards what it is that I desire. One of the things you could do is to identify and reframe your beliefs. I know that it might be challenging, and I know that you might think that, it doesn't work. It might work for you, but it might not work for me. The truth is, it will work for you. You just have to put it into practice. One of the things that I do is I journal. I journal every single day. There's not a day that I don't journal. I do it first thing in the morning. Journaling is something, if you're not someone who do it, just start. Even if it's today, I'm just starting my journal and I don't know what to write. So yeah, bye. You can start that way. It doesn't have to be any particular thing. Just get into the habit of doing it so that at some point when you're ready to open up to write things in your journal, you will already be in that practice. I know one of the things that I've said even in my previous videos is to find your purpose. And one of the things that I failed to mention is that finding your purpose isn't just a one-time deal. It's not something that you just find one time and all of a sudden everything is okay. We are an ever-evolving beings. The way that you were yesterday is not the way that you are today. You have changed. You have evolved. Something is different about you. That means your purpose may change. So learn to be open to exploring those changes when they do present themselves. As a spiritual business owner, it's important that you embrace digital marketing. It's not just for spiritual entrepreneurs, it's just anyone who is in business for themselves or who is working on their brand. Digital marketing amplifies your message's reach. Craft authentic content that help build connections and community around your business that fast tracks your business growth. How to change your mindset from doubt to divine. It's about relishing every step and aligning your path and beliefs. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.